Hi guys, Grand Rising. It's so lovely to see all of you. Hello everyone. If you see my little red live up there, that means that I'm live right now. If not, this is previously recorded, but that's okay because the message is timeless and it's still for you. Let's see what Source has for the collective today. Has to tell you today. Magic is in the works today. Balance. 2 moons here. This is the phases of the moon. This is in between 2 moons. Magic is happening between 2 moons. Between 2 full moons. There was a full moon on October 31st, 2020. This is blue moon. This is blue magic moon. This is once in a blue moon. And then there was another full moon here on the 29th. And that also is a portal time between those two, letting you know that there is some serious manifestation happening behind the scenes of the universe. In the astros, it's coming into alignment. This growth from the storm that has ensued between these 2 periods of time has bridged some sort of inner gap here that was missing previously from tumultuous or very mountainous types of terrain to navigate through. This is maybe bridging ways to come over a certain emotion. Again, we have water emotion. Water is emotional frequency. Emotional processing. Notice they've given us the storm card, and this card also has lightning on it, as Source is giving you lightning bolts of inspiration to bridge inner gaps here through the storm, so that you can see the growth, the emotional growth, the spectrum of emotions that can be had from this growth. Butterfly wings indicates transmutation of energy, transformation of a time or place or relationship possibly. This possibly has to do with material investment, material possessions, cars, homes, things like that are now coming into alignment with the full moon, so that you may have full financial freedom here, or that finances are lining up so that you can make financial abundance or large financial gaps here. Grand Rising, hello guys. Okay, so the wind, the Colors of the Wind song from Pocahontas is actually coming into my mind right now, and they're playing it rather loudly in my ears. The words to that song is very significant, and learning to paint with all the colors of the wind is what the words say, but it's more like feeling what is there but that you can't see, and using your imagination to see the path of initiation here. They're asking you to have courage and to stay grounded during this time of manifestations. This wind here also is tied to this talent, and knowing that there is a talent possibly hidden because of inner self-knowledge, but you're not recognizing it or going after it right now. Igniting fire, fiery passion, igniting a new series of manifestations in your life. Notice that this is both fire energy here, fire, fire. And protection of your manifestations, because you're staying grounded and had courage, is the initiation into a magical time of your life of growth after a storm. So that's what they want you to know for the beginning of this reading. That was kind of a lot, but that's okay. We're going to move on to another deck now. All right. So overall, they'd like you to know that peace is coming with transformation if you just have courage to see. They'd like to discuss your money. As a collective, we're going to go over money right now. Okay. Oops, sorry guys, they're throwing stuff on the floor. Just a second. Okay. I refuse to allow myself to succumb doubt. This is internal self-talk. This is self-doubt. This is in the back of your mind, not thinking that you can do it whenever it's actually possible. I intend to create good luck in my life. Think that you have good luck and that the universe is conspiring for you, instead of thinking that you have doubt here that it's not going to happen, and that your ultimate sun here is going to be hidden somehow because you can't find it, or because it won't come for you. Of course it will. You're manifesting it to be so. What you think about, you bring about. I make my vocation my vacation. This is speaking up. This is maybe sacred music, or certain types of bluegrass music are coming to mind, actually. Maybe soothing for some of you, or have ties to deep roots of where you've come from, possibly. And intending to create better for yourself could possibly come from the feel-good vibrations that come from the banjo or bluegrass music. So this has ties energetically to somebody. This is synchronistic for you. Listen to that. Go forward. Oklahoma, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, New York, again, Texas, California, Oregon, and Washington. All of those come to, all of those states or words come to mind whenever these cards are being drawn. This has to do with your finances. This is Deepak Chopra's success pull. So please make sure that you're keeping positive about your money and your physical manifestations, because if you can do that, then what is coming for you is a whole new era of blessings. And you have to, they're asking that you find the inner bridges here to gap where it is that you're missing the disconnect with your money situation. How is it happening that you're not where you want to be sitting? What's missing? What don't you believe in yourself that's blocking this situation? This is becoming very aware of your emotions and the storms that they can cause in your reality, and allowing for growth and magic through this initiation instead of stagnancy. Have the courage to see what it is that the universe is asking you to, so that you can manifest what these cards are asking you to do. You deserve the money and finances that are coming to you. Believe that. Say it. Keep saying it until you believe it. Write it down if you must. We're going to my angel oracle cards. Okay. Relationship harmony comes into alignment. This is because of courage. Somewhere there was communication that has been had, and there is relationship harmony. This is romantic harmony. This is also a business relationship harmony. There can be union now with a business opportunity. Triangle, three people, 3 businesses, 3 uniting of energy. I don't know what's happening here, but triangle is definitely at play here. The strongest form and foundation in all of the universe. Spiritual understanding. This is unconditional love. This is sacred geometry. This is understanding the intermingling and connection of all things on this planet, on this earth. Energy is everything that there ever was or ever will be. There is no dying of energy, only transmutation of such. Nurture whatever fears that you're having, but make sure that you don't sit back and nurture it too much, and you have the courage to go forward for this initiation period, because you can't sit stagnant and nurture yourself to the point of where you've not gone anywhere, because you know what to do. The light is being given to you to lead the way. This stands to me for full moon. Again, it's being brought to our attention, the full moon. We have a rainbow here, spectrum of emotion, spectrum disorder, Asperger's, autism, Down syndrome, ADHD, ADD, recognizing the emotional spectrum of these people, and you know what to do, possibly therapy for some of you, or bringing relationship harmony into the full spectrum of acceptance with one of these people who may be experiencing comorbidities of spectrum disorder. Compassion for these people. Have compassion for all people, but especially these right now, as they are divinely connected to source, and we are elevating to 5D very rapidly. Please be compassionate with these people. If you are caretakers or are not quite sure what's going on and need a spiritual understanding, understand that there is a shift. Have compassion with yourself and others right now. They're asking you to please spread your wings and be yourself. Have compassion with others so that they may do the same. and be comfortable around you doing so. Don't be the reason that somebody dims their shine because you made them feel like they could not spread their wings as wide as they possibly could and take off and fly. Why not? Why not build somebody else up and let them know that they may take flight at any point in time if they so choose? Be that. Be that inspiration for someone. Don't be the reason that somebody stops. Be the reason that somebody soars. Okay, we move on to a different deck now. They're moving on to another Oracle deck card. It's here right in a row, which is highly unlikely that they normally don't do that, but we're going to do that today. So let's see what they have right after this here. Rising, it's so lovely to see all of you. And if you're interested in personal readings, I am open to do that now. You can book me at my Cash App link inside of my bio on any of my social media. Okay. Here we go. Patience with yourself. This also matches this card. These cards here, period, match having patience for your financial abundance. They are all the similar color scheme here. Notice this music here, this banjo, guitar, however this resonates for you. Listening to this music may help you understand why patience needs to be had in a certain situation. Compassion is also a very similar color to these color schemes here. Have patience and compassion with your money situation and other relationships so that you may have relationship harmony. Come the next 60 to 90 days, there's so much monumental shifting in communication. Again, 2 blue cards to give you a wink of synchronicity about the communication that needs to be had. Blue, communication, throat chakra, speak. You are a light worker. You need to shine your divine light and let it shine upon those who need you most. No, conditions aren't favorable right now, possibly, but wait and look into other options and see that they are trying to guide you to your ultimate sun through the clouds. The sun is the happiest deck in all of tarot. Be compassionate with yourself and give yourself time to understand why you must be patient. Communication from source or communication that needs to be had to one another. This is a pair of people. This is possibly 2 males. This is possibly business conversations. This is also maybe I need to speak to my spouse about a decision that I want to make for my life that may be changing. Maybe I'm going back to school. Maybe I need you to pick up the slack for a little bit while I am not able to work because of maybe a health situation or because of COVID or because of a financial situation. Something has come about where your partnership is being tested. Are you going to make it or are you not? Are you going to fold or are you going to stand strong and go with the currents of what is supposed to be and not in your humanness of what you thought was going to be? Okay, we move on now. We're moving on to Season of the Witch deck. My Season of the Witch deck, it's this one, my brand new one. They look like this. I love them. They're amazing. Thank you. That's so very kind of you, whoever just asked that. And yes, I do take tarot decks as gifts from clients, fans, all kinds of things. I use them. It's just if I do get them as gifts, I do cleanse them a specific way if they've come in the mail or from someone else so that I can have the highest, best, most clearest intention for all of you. But yes, that's lovely. Thank you. All Hallows Eve, again, this is Halloween. We're talking about the blue moon on Halloween, once in a blue moon, a full moon, magic moon on October 31st, 2020. All Hallows Eve is just giving you a synchronicity to the full moon in some of these other cards here. Call upon the voices that stir your senses. Call upon your voices to be positive. This is calling upon your inner voices, your confidence here. Please make sure that you're calling on it to be positive and not sinking into that self-sabotaging, self-doubt behavior or talk in the back of your mind. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. This has to do with forgiveness. All Hallows Eve, forgiveness, something that happened around that time, something you were releasing with that full moon and letting it go or trying to manifest out of that. You need to release all unforgiveness and go forward in forgiveness so that you may greet the darkness here Greet the darkness and the grief with, let's see here. This is with like shadow work that needs to be done from this period of time possibly, or shadow work that was done from this period of time is now bringing about things that are growing. Grief, you need to let go. This is stuck in unforgiveness. Allow grief to go. That settles in your lungs. It's very heavy chest pressure. It is a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep in the chambers of your mourning, and the red clovers burning lost illusions. Thinking that something was one way and is now another, or believing something to be one way, and you have to have grief for the loss of that situation. This is also ego death. This is greeting darkness as if you own the situation. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathe the hidden pieces that make you whole and cut deep into the sharp edges, and own your sharp edges, own your tattered edges, and know that you are still whole, and in spite of your grief you are still wise. Here with this owl card, you are still wise and becoming more wise because you own your grief and your darkness. Behold sight on ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places, and for those who dare to open their eyes, for those who dare to do the shadow work of what it is that makes them who they are, and really truly look inside of their soul and their heart of what the inner knowing is and the inner wisdom is inside of you, and who you truly are at the core of your being. Really gives you empowerment here and gives you wisdom to live further and more elevated in life. Coming of winter, this is just a synchronistic wink letting you know that we currently right now where I'm at are in winter, or the phases of winter, and it's just telling you that this is an accurate synchronistic timeline that we're reading here, but it also has to do with sitting inside and thinking about how you're going to contemplate the moves that you will have in spring. Putting your ideas into a cauldron and thinking up those things. Here we have 3 brooms, this comes up many times, again, felines. This has to do with pyramids. This has to do with the strongest form in all of the universes is triangles. This is 3. This 5 times 2 is 10. 5 is positive change. We have 10 here. There is 2 series of positive change that brings you some sort of, like, you've been putting all of these ideas into a pot, into a cauldron, and now they're manifesting with clear intention and clear as day. They're going to kind of like smack you in the face whenever you don't expect it. Felines here are again coming forward. This is certain deities that work with felines, and also Egypt. This is Isis. This is past life regression. This is past life experiences, maybe past life ties that need to be broken. Felines, or research on felines and the spiritual meaning of them, can do some good for some of you that are searching for answers in certain aspects as to what the universe is trying to speak to you for, or how they're trying to say what to you, or to understand their message more clearly. Look up and research felines. Lions, cheetahs, and panthers are coming forward. Lynx, bobcats, a snow leopard. They're one of the most elusive felines in all of the world, and they're extremely hard to track, and families of them completely just disappear from people who have been tracking them for years, and they're very, very hard to get a hold of. Something in that elusiveness is kind of what the universe would like you to sit and be quiet in your own time and kind of just watch and observe, maybe like a snow leopard would from the top of the mountains, watching these people track him. He knows what they're doing. He's watching them, but he's just observing and seeing how everything is going to play out here. And they're asking that you do the same so that you can kind of go more cohesively with the ebbs and flows of what the universe is asking you to do, and lighting some sort of fiery ignition and passion here. This is fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially Sagittarius right now. Freya, she actually works very closely with felines, and this is a completely different deck, but here we have a feline, and then Freya is a confirmation. Phoenix, working with phoenixes, burning from the ashes and rising anew. Mountains here, crossing over mountain or mountainous terrain, having to climb over mountains to get to a certain specific spot, or climbing over a mountain has now ignited a passion in you of a new boundary that will no longer be crossed, or somebody new you must become, because we had coming of winter, there seems to be wisdom that brings grief, or out of the darkness of maybe a shadow or ego death here, that brings about, I spend my time wisely in learning where to put your time. Let's see. This comes forward as the creation of ideas, as she holds the egg of creation. She also has some sort of enlightenment with a sacral chakra here that is healing and fiery ignition. I am fully human and fully divine all at the same time, finding balance between like a passion or something here so that you can make it happen. Okay. This is maybe like a business. This right here, greet the darkness, and this right here with the creative energy, for whatever reason, is coming forward, like entrepreneurship or small business, that maybe you have greeted the darkness, some sort of obstacle or situation in which you were having to overcome for your business in order for it to be profitable, or in order for it to take off in some sort of direction. And this is like saying that since you greeted that, now creative energy can be ignited. The enlightenment of feminine. This is divine feminine and divine masculine, yin and yang. This is balance, greeting the darkness and finding the light also. Follow your intuition and let it guide you. This is also fire energy. I have arrived. I'm where I'm always supposed to be. Queen of the outsiders, doing what it is that is your unique talent, living outside of the mold. The Mary of Nazareth, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. I am divine energy. I am divine connection. I am divine spirit. White flowers, divine connection. Crown, she is enlightened. Stars, navigation, she is a star. Stars have 5 sides, 5 turns. The rotating wheel of fortune. There's so many here. Her wheel of fortune is turning in her favor tenfold, and she's following her heart's passion here. Again, we have fire on most of these cards here. We'll move on to a new deck now. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we have the Lovers card. This is union. This is twin flame card. This is ultimate wish fulfillment on relationship fronts. 6, 3 times 2, 3, the triangle, a strong foundation. True love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. Health concerns. This is maybe the lift of how strenuous COVID has been, and maybe the release of that, or something else, to where we can now know that inside of our mind is what we create for our health. So knowing that what you think about, you bring about, because what your brain thinks about is what you create in reality. And if you have negative self-thought, then you're going to attract lower vibrational frequencies that can allow for sickness or illness. So return to good health, because you're standing in the high priestess position and realizing that your emotions control a lot about your body and your world, and having justice in a situation here to bring balance, infinite justice to bring balance to a situation. She's wearing black and white here to indicate the black and white, the darkness and the light that is coming to balance. She holds scales, and they're also watching this sword float up in the air here, kind of in amazement, because the balance has come and the universe has literally taken this away from them and told them, look, you don't need to use this anymore. Open your eyes and see a different way. We don't need to come at things with a sword anymore. We wish to have peace. We wish to have cohesive, loving, and unconditional acceptance. We don't wish to fight and have aggravated communication with one another. We wish to have wish fulfillment. So many wishes coming true. We don't know what to do with them. 8 of spring. 8 is justice. 8 and 8. This is communication. This is having so many things happening at once, successful multitasking, setting events or changes to find the justice of the situation. Ace of spring, bringing in unconditional love. These pink flowers and this pink tree lets me know that there is unconditional love that is growing and budding, and these orange These orange butterflies tell me that at a sacral level, you now know that you deserve this budding romantic love, or this budding situation where you desperately love this thing that you're going after, and it is transmuting because you've decided that you're going after that regardless of the situation, and it's a goal for you to obtain. And you have communicated that to many people, as these butterflies here are blue and say that you're trying to transmute energy somehow rapidly with this rabbit. It's time to take action. Don't be fearful. Be fearless and don't hold back. 5 of spring. 5 is change. We had 5 on some of the other cards. We had stars. We were talking about 5 in the wheel of fortune and turning here with these stars. This is letting you know, it says opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. There's blue butterflies here. Please make sure that you're not looking into a situation harshly, and that you look at it with compassion. Because if you can do that, then there is a bond here that has to do with business or moving on and elevating for a very for a group of people that will elevate if you can just have the proper communication and go with compassion forward and understand that what it is that you thought was unconditional love in this situation, or that you thought should be the love presented in this situation or something, is not maybe actually spiritual justice to everyone involved, and that there could be more wish fulfillment here if you would open your eyes to the way that unconditional love can come into your life, and it will rapidly change your existence here once you can have this communication about differing opinions on something. Once you can find level ground through unconditional love, the seeds can be planted, and now this tree grows. Ego death. Again, we were talking about ego. This has to do with greeting the darkness and understanding the grief and the wisdom that followed you having to have this ego death. 5, 1, 5, 15. That's an increment of 3 and 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. We are changing. This is rapid change. The illusions of being trapped, placing too much importance on materialism, or material items, and getting caught up in fear and worry. They're burning guilt here, sadness, regret. They're burning all of those things and allowing those things which are ego that don't serve them to be burned up in the fire, so that they may transmute the energy into something that will bring justice and change. 5 of spring. And this is infinite possibilities to juggle now, because 8 is infinity. This is like infinite possibilities and miracles that come through wish fulfillment. So many you don't know what to do with. Okay, now we move on to a different deck. Okay. Kali, this is the endings and beginnings. Oh, this is full moon. This is old phases are ending, and wisdom with this owl spirit animal now brings new beginnings. Guiding children. This is meditating and teaching children to meditate. Butterfly wings, teaching them to communicate to source. Freya, bold. Cats, again, felines. This is the second deck that Freya has come through. And felines keep being brought up in a lot of different readings here. Freya, 2 different decks. Asking you to be bold, unleash your adventurous side, and take risks and be daring. Calculated risks. Do things that are daring, calculated, that you see are going to benefit you when you spread your wings. Notice she has wings here. She has wings here. Okay, we're going to pull more from this. Okay. Taking a leap of faith by spreading your wings and being bold. Possibly something to do with children. Maybe people don't agree that your children should be meditating, or you're not sure if they're going to take to it. Please take a leap of faith and find a new beginning for them, because our children are the future. And we must teach them to be mindful. We must teach them to have quiet time, guiding children through their quiet time to successfully know inside of their mind that they are capable of anything, is acting as a good guardian to them. Teaching them to protect Mother Earth and having a divine passion for protecting Mother Earth and having a new beginning is vital to a bright future for them. Water. These elephants are wisdom. This is the sun, obtaining your happily ever after, ultimate wish fulfillment, goals. Lotus here. We have a lotus here as well. This is letting you know that after a period of darkness now comes bright, happy times of blooming, blossoming abundance. She has green and gold. This is spiritual abundance. This is wealth. This is leadership. This is heartfelt leadership, heartfelt wisdom in leadership to find your happy ending or to find your bright future. Taking a leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith here and being bold and spreading your wings allows for a new beginning. Find that divine passion inside that drives you so that you can have all the wish fulfillment come true, so much that you don't know what to do with it. Okay. We're going to move on to a new deck now. I'm going to close out, I think, here pretty soon. Thank you so much. Memories of love of a certain situation. 6. This is 3 times 2. Releasing specific parts of that, or reliving memories of love has caused you to feel inside an emotional loss. The rainbow here lets you know that you've gone through a spectrum of emotions and you've changed the way that you look at something, and maybe it's no longer an emotional loss now. You see it as a lesson, or maybe a sacrifice that had to be made in order to obtain all of your wish fulfillments. This sacrifice and this emotional loss had to be done in order to have your firm foundation. Triangle. 3. Mountains again on another card. Mountainous terrain and having to sacrifice in order to get that firm foundation. But crown chakra enlightenment here has led you to what needs to happen for a firm foundation, and the transformation that needs to be had at your base chakra beliefs of what you believe is possible or what you believe you deserve. They're asking that like on Sundays, or like 7 days a week, or for 7 weeks or something like that. Maybe you guys have been trying to meditate or something and have gone into solitude in order to understand like the memories of love and how like this emotional loss here played into your life. And now that you've sorted through that, through enlightenment of your crown chakra, you now can go forward after a period of solitude, maybe possibly since September. Somebody's been in like 3 months worth of solitude, or 6 months worth of solitude, or 9 months worth of solitude, or maybe since my birthday in September 999. I don't, that something is happening here where you had solitude and no communication except for maybe writing it down, and you just closed down from the world. After that period, there becomes a time where material and spiritual prosperity is had now. The sun here, they're shooting up water here, letting you know that they're extremely excited, and they're letting you know that this is a time for celebratory type of energy. Explosive, celebratory type of energy. And to stop focusing on what you've lost and what there is to gain now. The past is the past. It cannot be changed. Go forward and reap the benefits of what the universe is trying to give you instead of what you're trying to hold on to from the past. And this is emotions that no longer serve you. Find the hope in the situation. We have wisdom. Again, here we have wisdom. And we were talking about the owl stands for wisdom here. Oh, goodness. They're letting you know that you need to have hope of in a certain situation, because with this wisdom 5, there comes change. 5 is positive change, good change. The sun here is a positive outcome. We have people standing here at a home. This is a positive foundation for a family after wisdom has been obtained, like how we go forward as a family. Now there is accelerated motion in planning something about your life. Twin flame portal 2020. This is like the series or seasons of a relationship, maybe, and a heart chakra opening so that love can begin. Or this doesn't have to be specifically with a person. This is like a heart chakra opening, maybe to a situation where movement and choices have to be made because of a business decision or because of schooling or because of a move that's happening. You maybe moving states, Oklahoma, Arizona, Ohio, Cleveland, Denver, New York, and Austin. Those things come forward as synchronistic words or symbolism to you that this is maybe a love begins in a situation for you. A passion is ignited, maybe for you to move forward with either a love decision, a business decision, a life decision that is going to elevate your existence. Partnerships and alliances are in favorable alignment right now. 3 triangles, foundation. Working on your shadow work brings you, working on your shadow work in solitude. Notice these are both black. 9 times 2, 18. Working on your shadow work in solitude through crown chakra enlightenment from source. Notice here, there's 7 here. And hold on, I gotta find the 7 in another deck. There's 7 here, okay? There's a 7 here, and this is hope. Crown chakra enlightenment after solitude helps shift your beliefs at a base chakra level that you are deserving of material and spiritual prosperity and abundance. This transformation gives you a firm foundation inside of your own self to know you no longer have to sacrifice and have emotional loss in order to be bold, take a leap of faith, and have a bright future with wish fulfillment. Okay. All right, guys. They're going to pull one more here, and maybe from the crystal deck, and then they're going to close out. Okay. 5, there needs to be positive communication and positive change in the way that you're communicating something so that you can have triumphant success. And have patience with yourself when learning new things here. Because learning to speak new about a certain situation, you need to have patience with yourself so that you can have triumphant success instead of pushing whatever it is you're guessing or wanting or needing forward in your human time, and allow the universe to deliver it to you whenever it's meant to be. Okay, I'm going to pull a crystal card to close out. I have a bunch of little babies outside of my door waiting for Mom to get done. I can hear them trying to be quiet their best, but they're whispering extremely loud. They're too precious. Okay, let's pull your guys' cards now for a closeout here. Let's see. All right, so they want you to find balance in your endeavors, and after going after one thing, like, I feel like there's not balance, or you're going after one thing too hard and you need to balance something out. Find the yin and the yang of the situation. Come at it with unconditional love. Carry some rose quartz here with you so that you can attract that to yourself, so that you may find balance. Tiger's eye is good for fire energy here, except for certain Aries. Light, this sounds weird, but a really good way for some people to kind of know if tiger's eye is for you or not. Usually tiger's eye is very, very heavy for fire signs that have light eyes. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that have light eyes, the tiger eye is a little bit too much for you, and you may want to have some rose quartz and amethyst instead to balance you out and to ground you. Sacred sound helps clear out your heart chakra through meditation and through just sound vibrational frequency, period, to help you see the love of a situation. And to find the balance. Grounding yourself, earth element, earth signs here, Virgo and Taurus comes through very strong with their emotions that are processing here. You can help process those emotions with sacred sound so that you may find the love, because my earth signs are very lovey-dovey, and in order for that to come back, or for you to really play on that energy that you have inside of yourself, get grounded here. Maybe spend some time next to water, or go walk your feet inside of the dirt or directly on the ground somewhere. And this helps healing a love situation, or helps healing inside so that you can see the situation through love, and that ensues healing. And that makes for triumphant success for all involved. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for you today. It's been wonderful to sit and speak with all of you. I hope that this gives your day some much needed elevation of vibration and love and light for the day to continue on in a better manner. And excuse me, so that all of you can experience a wonderful day and wonderful vibrational frequency exchanges. Okay, light, love, and hugs to you all. Please come and find me on TikTok, and come and find me over on YouTube, because I'm trying to transfer over there and transfer my social media over there so that I can actually start live streaming on multiple forums and start doing some cream giveaways and things that I have in line for some of you. I'm interested to see where some of you are coming from, because I keep getting a lot of people outreaching from different countries, different states, asking me different questions. So if you're watching this and it's previously recorded and my little red live is not up there, please drop down below and comment where you're from. Comment something that this helped you with. Comment whatever resonated with you, and we can interact there so that we can elevate each other every day. All right, light, love, and hugs, guys. Stay safe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.